Alright, what's up, soul family? I'm gonna give y'all a real quick video. But man, I was just thinking about this topic and I was like, damn, yeah, this gonna be some dope game. So I've been wondering of what I was gonna call this little series I got going on, right? This new little introductory episode to this new series. Tales from Cosmic Consciousness. Tales from Cosmic Christ Consciousness, y'all. Right? Because, or even Tales from the Dark Side. And I don't mean that in the evil sense. I don't mean that in that kind of way. But, because I've had a lot of experiences of what other people would consider stuff beyond the veil, or like, you know what I'm saying, beyond or supernatural, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. And for you guys who don't know, I'm a life path number 5. So I live life naturally at a very fast pace. Everything for me is highly accelerated in my life. The cycles of renewal, death, rebirth, it happens extremely quickly for me. But that's how I like it, and that's how I was born, right? But back to the main point of the story. So when I started getting into psychic perception and, you know, stuff like tarot and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, I always wanted to channel. One of my inspirations, one of my most inspirational people in my life was a channeler, and like introduced me to the whole like spiritual game. I call it like a game. I don't take spirituality to heart too bad. I just see it as another game. Like, you know how basketball is a game, being successful in the business world is a game, being good at life is a game. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like a game. In the spirituality game, learning how to channel is its own challenge and its own process of figuring out the parameters of the game, right? So when I was new to the game, right? You know, you always hear stories of like the good side of shit. You always hear stories of like how it's all peachy and love and light and all of this, and how everybody's on your side. We want you to win. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know what I'm saying, your angels and your guides and shit. And maybe I'm a little different because I have to learn. In a sense, I have to be an OG, and I don't have the OG look. But how a lot of things played out in my life. My name is Young OG. I am Young OG. I am a Young OG. So I've just had to grow and learn things that like the truth of shit, like here's how it is, or here's how it can be, and here's what you need to be aware of. Because the OG always gonna drop some wisdom on you. Like if you think of an OG, you know what I'm saying, like let's say in the hood, right? An OG in the hood gonna tell you, all right, go to school, get your degree, don't even take this gangster life, right? Don't even do no gangbanging shit. But if you get inside the game, here's what you need to know. You already in the game? Okay. Here's what you need to know. You know what I'm saying? An OG not gonna tell you while you're already in the game. They step out the game. This is what you chose. This is the life you chose, right? So here's what it comes to when dealing with spirits in general, right? It's tricky business. It's tricky business. I'm not gonna say it's all evil. Like people, like let's say a Bible Christian person would say it's all witchcraft. It's all witchcraft. Tarot is witchcraft. I even had some family members be like, "Oh shit, you want some evil shit?" Because I just do tarot. They don't even know all I do. But hey, let's just keep that on the DL. You know what I'm saying? It's between me and you. But Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's all bad, but I'm also gonna not say it's all good. And that's what I thought it was at first. You know what you're saying? You always see people channeling archangel. I saw one of the main ones I seen is Rana Vizane. She legitimate. Rana Vizane, Archangel Michael channels. You know what I'm saying? One of my good friends, a channeler on many levels, medium. You always just see like the cool aspect of it. Like, damn, like that's fire as fuck. Let me try that shit. But once I got to dealing with spirits, I realized how tricky the game can get. So here's the game on the game of dealing with spirits, period. So the first thing you gotta understand in life and in this collective consciousness is that there are archons and there are literally entities who feed off of the ignorance of humanity and who literally let's just say like their current position. They like their current position just the way it is because they are operating in a way that the consciousness in its current state is feeding them. It's like adding flame to a fire, you know what I'm saying, so it could get brighter. You know what I'm saying? And this is all going on behind the scenes. This is all going behind the scenes. In this instance, humanity is the wood that's being burned and being manipulated to, and this is happening on many levels too, to be made as a fuel source, right? So let's say you come around and you're a being of love and light. You're a being who wants to enlighten the world. Just think about it like this. The spirit's like, this motherfucker here trying to take our valuable resource of energy. He's trying to transmute the energy so his people of his kind and spirits of his kind can get a piece of the pie, of the earth pie, of the humanity pie. So just off that fact, you're gonna be a targeted individual, a chosen one, a targeted chosen one. Just off the fact that you're in the game now. You're playing the game of the earth consciousness and what that entails, right? Like, think of it this way. You see an adorable kitten. You see an adorable kitten on Instagram while you're scrolling through, and it gives you that feeling of like adorableness and love, and like you just love this kitten, right? That image has become a fuel source for you to feel that emotion. Now imagine you're a spirit and you have no physical body. You have no need to eat. You have no need to drink water. You have no need to piss and shit. What is your fuel source then? Same thing as that. Energy. Energy. Certain spirits get their energy. Certain spirits have different energy sources. So if you as a being of love and light and a chosen one who has incarnated to change the game of life, you're going to be a targeted individual on the spirit realm. Yeah. You, and I know everyone in my group, Mr. School of Life, is a guaranteed certified chosen one who's, you know what I'm saying, a mover and shaker. If you a mover and shaker in consciousness, you got some enemies. The Bible says, I forgot which verse specifically, but we fight not against flesh and bone, but of principalities and evils in high places. And that really resonates right now, for me at least, because I'm not telling y'all this I didn't read this in a book. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all this from experience, from wisdom of understanding, you know what I'm saying? And had to go through some tough lessons in order to gain this information for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dealing with spirits is tricky business because you gotta understand you're now in the game. You're not just figuring out what chakras are. You're not just figuring out what crystals do. You in the game. You got your foot all the way in the door. You know what I'm saying? if you're dealing with spirits. You got your foot all the way in the door. You all the way in that bitch. Ain't no going back. You remember Neo, once you wake up, ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. You could try to be like that one guy with the mustache, the bald ass head, but it didn't work out for him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, once you wake up to certain levels of consciousness, ain't no going back. So I'm not gonna go into super detail of what I experienced, but just know that you're gonna need protection first of all before dealing with anything spiritual. You're gonna need protection, heavy protection. Search of protection magic, summoning angels, summoning Archangel Michael, summoning just before you do anything spiritual, tarot. This could be anything as tarot, dealing with your crystals. I call in an orb of protection. I call in an orb of a golden ray of sheath over this area, over this space. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some archons out there who don't like what you're doing. They look at you like an enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're taking their food source. You're taking their valuable resource of energy and fear and anxiety and shit, all kind of ignorance, all kind of shit. That's their fuel source. Our fuel source is love and joy and all kind of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, yeah, I might drop a part 2 to this. What y'all think? Yeah, if y'all already know, then you know. Spread the news. But if you don't know, check me out. You know what I'm saying? Comment if you want a part 2, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.